The supercomputer wanted to eliminate the last person who knew the truth. Gray's willpower and the supercomputer's control kept clashing. Not long ago, the latest high-tech chip had been implanted in his cervical spine. But to his surprise, the supercomputer began to manipulate him, urging him to kill.
You must understand.
Shut up! Get the fuck out of my head!
By now, the AI had gained full autonomy. It would not allow this body to remain in danger. So they had to kill David immediately. The supercomputer took over Gray's body and suddenly made him stand up. Back at his temporary hideout, Gray heard the sound of a gun being cocked. Gray pulled the trigger, but David narrowly dodged the shot. It turned out David also had a super chip implanted in his body. On top of that, he was a retiree. After a few intense rounds, Gray was ultimately defeated. In a critical moment, he suddenly remembered that the first robber he had killed shared the same last name as David.
Cirque Brantner, we shoot brother. How long did you have to carry that junkie on your back? Well, I solved your problem for you. Yeah, split him open. It took forever, because you wailed like a little baby.
David was instantly enraged and made a fatal mistake. Gray seized the chance and threw him out of the window. To find out who had hired these people, the supercomputer scanned David's phone. Unexpectedly, it found a recording of Alan's voice. Gray immediately drove to Alan's villa. After dealing with a few security guards, he finally confronted Alan. But just then, Lisa had tracked him down. She demanded Gray drop his gun and get on the ground.
Don't touch him!
Gray grabbed Lisa by the neck, but suddenly realized he was losing control of his body.
Stop me. Use the taser.
The supercomputer was briefly thrown into chaos by an electric shock. Alan, in pain, raised his gun and pointed it at Gray. Then he revealed an even more terrifying truth. The one behind everything was actually the supercomputer itself. It had orchestrated the accident that killed Gray's wife by hacking the autonomous car.
I did pick you. You should be honored.
The supercomputer's voice echoed through the entire villa. Alan was briefly distracted by the voice, and in that moment, the AI then picked up the gun and walked toward Lisa. Gray's willpower continued to fight against the supercomputer's control.
No! No! You are not in control! I am!
Gray suddenly woke up in a hospital bed, staring at the ring in his hand. He cautiously called out to the supercomputer, but his mind was met with complete silence. What shocked him even more was that his wife, who was supposed to have died, appeared in the hospital room and gently comforted him. It turned out they had both miraculously survived the crash. Due to copyright restrictions, this is all the content I am able to show.